So good morning, everyone, and thank you for attending this great announcement for the City of Port Colborne. You know, as we always joke, it's always sunny in Port Colborne, and today, obviously no exception, but you know, even when it rains, it's sunny in Port Colborne. Believe me, right, Gary?
Absolutely.
Exactly. But before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that the city, we are privileged to offer services and events on lands that Indigenous peoples have called home for thousands of years. You may notice behind me the Viking Octantis. I spoke to the captain last night. He promised me he'd be here this morning. He's true to his word. It's the largest cruise ship we have that comes and goes through the city of Port Colborne on the 66 stops happening this summer. Next year we already have 73 stops scheduled to be here right in Port Colborne. Many of us in Port Colborne can be referred to as gongoozlers, people who enjoy watching boats and activities along the canal. Like us today, cruise ships and vessels traversing the canal often attract gongoozlers to West Street, and we as a city, including our local businesses, are happy when every one of those people visit us. Today, I'm pleased to welcome the Vale team, including the new manager of Vale's Port Colborne Refinery, Nadim Khan, and to join us for a significant announcement that will greatly benefit our city both economically and recreationally. I'm also pleased to welcome MP Vance Badaway. I have Councillors Bagu, Kalela from Bruno from the City of Port Colborne. We have Heather Polser from Port Colborne Marine Terminal. We have Marty Pols from ADM Milling. And our BIA Chair and Vice Chair Jesse Bowles and Norbert Giger. Again, welcome. And many of our staff members, our buddies from the former Robin Hood, Cirrus Global. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Didn't see you sneak in there. It's always good to give me the agenda. Thanks. Vale, formerly the International Nickel Company, or INCO is better known here in Port Colborne, has not only had a long history in this community as one of our largest employers, but as a community partner on a variety of initiatives, including the Vale Health and Wellness Center, which they were a key sponsor when that facility was opened in 2013. You know, I grew up with INCO. I had family members that worked at INCO. You know, a lot of university students during the summer came back and worked at INCO, as well as the old Algoma plant, which used to sit down by the CSL ship down there. You know, they were two great employers within the city. Now we know we don't have 3,000 employees anymore. I know Nadim's going to work on that, bringing back more employees, but they're still an integral part to the city. You know, it is the employment that's there. Many people that live in this community still work at INCO or rely on a pension from INCO. But INCO always has come to the table, specifically with our community groups. As a former president of the Port Colborne Lions Club, every carnival, there was something there that was made at INCO, whether they knew it or not. But it didn't matter what community group around the city, they were always involved. They were always involved in the West Side Arena, the Teeter Kennedy Youth Arena, and as I mentioned, the Vale Health and Wellness Center. But they've been a good corporate citizen. There has been some bumps in the road, but you know, again, that was pre-Vale, but those things have been looked after, and they've worked very hard at that, and they're still working hard at that. And we continue to move forward with projects with Vale today. As this summer moves on, you may hear some more announcements on a few things that we are working on, and we hope that may or will come to fruition. So at this time, I'd like to call upon Claire Parkinson, head of Vale's processing plants in Ontario, to say a few words. Claire, thank you.
Thank you, and good morning. And as Mayor Steele said, I am Claire Parkinson. I'm the head of our Ontario processing operations. So the Port Colborne Refinery comes into my accountability. And I'm really excited to be here. I had the opportunity to meet with Mayor Steele probably a couple months back. And the enthusiasm around the economic development in this community is outstanding. And every time I come here, I learn something more about the community and what it has to offer. And actually this time I took the opportunity and brought my family with me. So you'll see them, they might be scoping us out somewhere around as they explore the city and just get to know the area.
Are they spending any money?
Well, I can guarantee my 13-year-old is trying to spend money. And I actually took the opportunity this morning to walk Nickel Beach, an area that I had not exposed myself to. And beautiful day, sun is always shining in Port Colborne, so really great opportunity, except it does still say Inco, no trespassing at the gate, so I got to fix that because we are Vale. Although lots of fond memories as Inco, as an organization we are definitely Vale as we move forward. So I do want to take the opportunity to thank you for including us in the economic development of the community and how important it is for us as an organization. And as Mayor Steele has said, we do have a new manager of our facility here that he's been on the job for about a week. So what a great opportunity to get his face seen right off the bat, because we expect him to be an integral part of the community as we play the role that we play as being a significant employer in the city. So I would like to introduce Nadim Khan. Nadim has spent over 30 years with us in the organization, has experience in both Sudbury and Indonesia operations. And it's important to note he started his career at Port Colborne Refinery, so he's coming home. And I had opportunity to walk around the plant with him yesterday, and it's definitely clear that he's coming home. And the passion that he's bringing with it, knowing the operation for as long as it's been that he's been with in the career that he's had, is really important for us to have that involvement in both the operation and the community as we move forward. So I'd like to introduce Nadim Khan to actually give us the announcement that we're here to put forward.
Beautiful.
Thanks, Claire, for that nice introduction. I'm excited to be coming back to Port Colborne and leading the team at the refinery. As Claire mentioned, I started as a young engineer working in the precious metals operations, and it really feels good to be coming back and being introduced in this way. So, at Vale, we think it's important to give back to communities where we operate to support communities and the plans for development and improve quality of life. The City of Port Colborne has some great projects planned that we're looking forward to supporting and partnering for many years to come. Projects such as the Waterfront Center, which offers a fantastic opportunity to honor Port Colborne's marine heritage while creating new jobs and increased economic activity and tourism. It's an exciting economic development project we're looking forward to supporting with a long-term partnership. Improvements to Nickel Beach are also planned, and that is something we'd really like to support because the beach is on Vale property and it's aptly named after, with a nod to our refinery. It's a much-loved feature of the community that's used by Vale employees and local residents. But we believe that supporting improvement projects that enhance the visitor experience, such as washroom, change room facilities, fencing, and landscaping, is something we support very much. We're also proud to support the Wallace Street Trail, which will introduce 2.5 kilometers of bike lanes along Wallace Street. We're also glad to hear that Vale funding of this helped the city obtain funds from the Canada Infrastructure Program. At the same time, we're excited about the Lockview Park redevelopment project, which will serve as a gateway to connect another Vale facility that was sponsored, the Vale Health and Wellness Center, connecting John Street to the trail system along the canal. And of course, we would be remiss if we did not support the hottest festival in town, Canal Days Marine Heritage Festival. This is such a fantastic event, and we've committed to being captain-level sponsors for the next 15 years. We're really looking forward to sponsoring this much-loved community festival that brings in over 300,000 people to town over the long weekend in August. All of these community projects and events, the Waterfront Center, Nickel Beach, the Welland Street Trail, Lockview Park Development, and Canal Days are fantastic community initiatives. So I'm pleased to announce that they will receive funding from a $1.25 million community improvement fund Vale is donating to the City of Port Colborne over 5 years. The funds have been allocated for each project by the city. thank you so much for the opportunity to support the city in this way, and we're really proud to be part of this vibrant community. Thank you.
Thanks, Nadim.
Yeah.
Thank you, Claire, and thank you, Nadim. I learned this morning that when Nadim came to Port Colborne originally out of university, he worked with Councillor Bagu. That explains the hair loss. I don't think, did you ever work with him? So I'd be remiss on our friends from Cirrus, Kevin Rails, joining us this morning. I did mention Cirrus earlier. But Kevin is a great operator here in the city of Port Colborne, and I think he complements our already operations down at the elevator that P&H runs, as well as ADM Milling. It's great that Port Colborne continues to be a grain-centric along the St. Lawrence Seaway. So the Waterfront Center. Port Colborne's Waterfront Center will be the catalyst that sparks the redevelopment of Port Colborne's most valuable attraction, its waterfront, as well as our historic West Street. The project aligns with broader vision of the waterfront that includes creating new public accessible spaces, bringing residents and visitors together, generating new jobs and increased economic activity and tourism, attracting commercial investment and residential development. With connection to city trails, parks, and the downtown core, the Waterfront Center will serve as a recreational and cultural hub for the enjoyment of local residents and tourists visiting on cruise ships. The schedule for construction and opening of the Waterfront Center will be provided in a project update later this summer. In addition to Vale's contribution of $395,500, the city also wishes to thank the federal government, MP Badaway, for providing a $750,000 contribution to this project through the Canada Community Revitalization Fund. Nickel Beach, located on Lake Erie at the southern end of Welland Street at Lake Street. Nickel Beach is one of the few remaining beaches that offers beachgoers the rare, one-of-a-kind option to park their vehicle directly on the beachfront. Vale's contributions will allow the city to improve the user experience, offering enhancements to allow our community to come together and enjoy the waterfront. The planned enhancements include new portable washrooms, a family change room facility, decommissioning the non-functioning washroom facility, installing new and replacing damaged sections of the current perimeter fence, introducing landscaping improvements, including a new parquet to facilitate 1 or 2 food vendors. This project is expected to be completed by summer of 2022, obviously pending supply constraints that we're all experiencing today. Our Welland Street Trail. Introduced bike lanes along Welland Street from Clarence Street to Lake Street. It's approximately 2.6 kilometers in length, which will connect Nickel Beach to our downtown core. To fund this project, the city was successful in obtaining a grant through Investing in Canada Infrastructure Program. The estimated cost of this project is $487,920, with a $357,790 being funded from ICIP and the remaining $130,130 being funded from the Vale Community Improvement Fund. Vale's cooperation allowing the city to leverage our grant has helped to significantly expand active transportation within the city of Port Colborne. The estimated completion time of this project is summer of 2025. Our Lockview Park redevelopment. Keeping with the spirit of connectedness, the city is currently working with the community on new designs and enhancements for Lockview Park, which is immediately north and adjacent to Lakeshore Catholic High School on our east side. This park will serve as a gateway to connect the Vale Health and Wellness Center through John Street to our trail system along the canal, leading to the city's downtown and our waterway, including H.H. Knoll Lakeview Park. This project will receive $350,000 from the Vale Community Improvement Fund, and the estimated completion is fall of 2024. And our signature event, the largest event across Niagara and the 3rd largest in Ontario, is the 2022 44th Annual Canal Days Marine Heritage Festival, which offers activities and attractions for the whole family. As Michelle pointed out on CHCH this morning, great job, Michelle. She was on at about 8 o'clock, and a great interview with regards to Canal Days and what's going on here in the city of Port Colborne. So join us Civic Holiday Weekend from Friday, July the 29th to Monday, August 1st for a 4-day celebration of the history and heritage along the Welland Canal, nestled at the junction of the Welland Canal and Lake Erie. Port Colborne is a working marine community with a rich nautical history and welcoming hospitality. At the height of the summer, the entire city takes time to celebrate the reasons why this picturesque town has grown and prospered. Each year, more than 300,000 people visit the festival over its 4 days. And for more information on Canal Days, visit www.canaldays.ca. Always got to put a plug in for that. Michelle will give me heck if I didn't, guys.
I used your lines on CH, you used my lines and yours.
That's right. Well, we all have to participate, right, Michelle? So again, thank you for coming out. We thank our staff for being here, because projects like this will keep our staff ultra busy. Believe me, they will. Not that they're busy now, but they'll be even more busy. So if we could have our councillors, MP Badaway, come forward, we'd like to do our photo shoot here.